Shall I start?
Yes, madam.
Good afternoon to all of you. I am Siji Palkurian, Professor, Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering of Manipal Institute of Technology, Manipal University. I am presenting on outcome-based assessment, a case study on undergraduate course on control systems. Co-authors of this paper are Dr. V.I. George, Mrs. Anna Marin George, and Dr. Savita G. Kenny. Here we discuss mainly about the measurement of outcomes, analysis, and how to control the process towards continuous improvement. We are making an attempt to summarize the observations with suggestions to improve the attainment of course outcomes and program outcomes. The implementation of outcome-based assessment has been the main focus of most engineering departments in India. OBI is intended to ensure curricular design which fulfills the program outcome and program education objectives, which in turn reflect the achievement to the university's mission and vision. Here the process starts with the vision and mission of the institute, and then the department vision and mission is prepared in line with the institute vision and mission. OBA implementation involves a regular and systematic data collection process in the departments. Here we consider a sample study on course outcome and program outcome attainment for an undergraduate course on control systems, a subject offered to third-year students of Electrical and Electronics Engineering at Manipal University. The course on control system is an interdisciplinary course applicable to many engineering branches. It's a course for mechatronics, electronics and communication engineering, and instrumentation and control engineering. There is a similarity between the discussion on outcome-based assessment and control systems. Till now, we are considering this assessment as an open loop system as shown in figure A, and in which the process works based on the desired output bar the set point without taking any measurement for the purpose of continuous improvement. But at this point of time, we consider the assessment as a feedback system. Here we measure the outcome, analyze it, and design suitable control actions in the process towards the attainment of specified criteria bar defined standards for continuous improvement. Process is same as that of feedback control system. Here we design suitable control actions to minimize the difference between actual output and the desired output. Here the process is the curricula which contains content, teaching methods, and assessment. Syllabus preparation, syllabus content, delivery methods, and the assessment of program educational objective, program outcome, and course outcome. The important points to be considered are the measurement, analysis, and the control of process, standards to be defined or set the criteria towards continuous improvement based on educational objectives. Outcome assessment is done at a program level and course level. Program educational objectives. Program educational objectives based on NBA graduate attributes and the present context of engineering. The Electrical and Electronics Engineering UG program is designed to prepare students for continued learning and successful careers in industry, academia, and research. Each program educational objective is designed to prepare students for continuous education, continuous learning, and successful careers. PEOs relate to the career and professional accomplishment of students after they graduate from the program. The consistency of the PEOs with the mission of the department is important. PEO assessment is carried out based on academic results, placement record, graduate survey, alumni survey, employer survey, and higher education entrance performance, etc. This is the curriculum development process. This is based on PEO and the graduate attributes. We set the program outcome. The flowchart shows the process that periodically documents and demonstrates how the program curriculum is evolved considering the PEOs and the POs. Consider the input, educational experience, program outcomes, industry, program specific criteria, and data on future. Here it is controlled by a UG program committee, and the curriculum design includes collecting the views from different sites, course contents, framing the course contents, course outcomes, course assessment methods, and delivery methodologies, and finally the assessment of PO and PO. Initial level of approval is by the department curriculum committee, and then it goes to board of studies and senate for the final approval. The process involved in improving the curriculum. We take the input from faculty, alumni, student feedback, current student feedback, industry, and the PO assessment. And here also it is controlled by the UG program committee, assisted by the course coordinators. First level of approval is by the department curriculum committee and then by the board of studies and the senate. Here we are considering the course on control system. The linear control theory is a first level course that emphasizes on classical control theory. The course deals with fundamental concepts, control system terminology, principles of system modeling, analysis, and control design. The course explains the concept of stability and various graphical methods for stability analysis and describes the design performance criteria in detail. At the end of the course, the students will be able to model electrical, mechanical, and electromechanical systems, design controllers for various interdisciplinary applications, and use MATLAB as a tool for verifying theoretical concepts. In the beginning of the semester, we provide a course plan which gives the course outcomes, the schedule for the assignments, internal testers, and the lecture plan for each hour, and the total evaluation plan and the reference is also given. It will be given to the students in the beginning of the course. And the mapping of course outcome with PO. Table provides the correlation between the course outcome and the program outcome. The strength of the correlation is indicated by red, green, blue as strong, medium, and low. For each course, we derive the course outcome based on the syllabus. Here for the control system course, the first course outcome is for the modeling, derive the transfer function and state space modeling of linear time invariant systems. Use signal flow graphs and block diagrams to derive systems input-output relations. Describe quantitatively the transient response and the frequency response of linear time invariant systems. Determine the absolute and relative stability of linear systems. Design controllers to meet steady-state error performance and transient response specifications. This is mapped to different program outcomes. The program outcomes for the BTech Electrical and Electronics Engineering course is given here, where the design of power electronic systems and control systems as per needs and specifications, model and simulate signals and systems, control systems, and energy systems using modern engineering tools has high correlation with the course LCT and apply the knowledge of mathematics, science, and engineering to solve electrical and electronics engineering problems, and apply the principles of electrical circuits and machines. Testing and analysis has medium correlation. And good practices for the assessment of student learning involves identify the evaluation method for outcome. We need to assess program educational objectives, program outcome, and course outcome. The interpretation of results, decisions and recommendations, level of involvement of faculty in process, time frame for assessments. It is mainly controlled by a UG program committee of the department. UG program committee involve HOD, UG program chair, course coordinators of various courses, class committee chairpersons of different years, and alumni coordinator and the placement coordinator. The role and responsibilities of UGPC includes, UG program committee includes the syllabus framing, control of the delivery methods of different courses, and also the assessment and analysis. In the assessment process, OBO, outcome-based assessment process, periodic data collection and evaluation is important. Here we made a systematic process for the assessment and the evaluation. The assessment tools are placement record, the faculty responsible is department placement coordinator, data collection and evaluation is once in a year. Employer survey, the department placement coordinator through online survey will carry out an online survey once in a year for the students after 3 to 5 years of graduation, and the evaluation is also once in a year. Alumni survey, department alumni coordinator will carry out an online survey once in a year. Students after 3 to 5 years of graduation will be considered, and the evaluation is also once in a year. And the graduate survey, UG program coordinator will do once in a year, and the evaluation is also once in a year. Course end survey, each course coordinator will do once in a semester, and the evaluation is also once in a semester. And the student feedback on course delivery and the student suggestions to improve the learning process also will be carried out by the course coordinator once in a semester, and the evaluation is also once in a semester. The result analysis of each semester will be carried out by the course coordinator. For the attainment of the program outcomes, we use two different methods. The direct assessment is through the results, and the indirect assessment is through the surveys. For the direct assessment of program outcome, we use the course results. The initial level course results are used, and finally, each course outcome is mapped with the question paper, and a group of subjects mapping with the POs are combined used. And indirect assessment, course feedback at the end of each course, graduate survey at the end of the program, and also the area of the project work is used to do the indirect assessment. First we do the course outcome direct assessment mapping. CO1 is mapped with the first test and the first assignment. There are 2 internal tests, 5 assignments, and the end semester examination is considered. All the course outcomes should be mapped with the internal test, assignments, and the end semester examination. Make sure that first. And then course content delivery mapping. What are the different delivery methods used? That is also mapped with the program outcome. Now the process flowchart for the program outcome attainment, compile the final exam. This is for the preliminary attainment of the POs using the grades. Compile final exam grade marks for all students in all sections at the end of the semester. Course level PO attainment is obtained. Individual course outcome attainment is evaluated. PO attainment for associated POs addressed by the course is obtained based on a set criteria target. Program level PO attainment is calculated based on all core courses of the corresponding PO. Average of direct and indirect assessment is considered. Actions to improve PO attainment for the next semester is planned if improvement is required, and delivery and assessment methods, course content, delivery and assessment methods during the annual program review. And the criteria target, we defined the criteria target here. We November 2014 we considered direct assessment 65% of students achieve a minimum of C grade in the respective courses will give an S, and if the percentage of PO attainment is 75% or more, taking the average of direct and indirect assessment, the PO is considered as achieved. Sample evaluation of PO5 and PO6 is shown. A group of subjects like linear control theory, modern control theory, power electronics, solid state drives, modern power converters, HVDC and FACS, distributed energy resources, and soft computing is grouped under PO5, and similarly various labs and different subjects are grouped under PO6. It is evaluated based on the results of these subjects. And also the PO is the indirect assessment of PO is carried out based on the exit survey or the graduate survey of 2014 passed out students. It was satisfactory. 75% of the samples yes is obtained. Satisfactory. Average of, and also it is seen that the average of direct and indirect assessment is also satisfactory for majority of the POs except PO3 and PO5. Next is the course outcome assessment. The course outcome assessment is based on the given formula. For the indirect assessment, we carry out a course end survey at the end of each semester. And the questions are framed based on the course outcome of each course. Here we have framed the questions like how good are you in deriving transfer function models and state space model of linear time invariant systems? How comfortable are you in using signal flow graphs and block diagrams to derive systems input-output relations? How well you have understood the concept and significance of the transient response and frequency response of linear time invariant systems? How good are you in determining the absolute and relative stability of linear systems using various graphical methods? How comfortable are you in designing controllers to meet steady state error performance and transient response specifications? It's found that it is satisfactory. All the COs are CO assessment points are greater than 3. And similarly, we have carried out each question is mapped with the CO. And the end semester examination marks of all the questions, all the answers are entered in a Microsoft Excel sheet, and the following and the given calculations are performed. We define the criteria for excellent performance, good performance, average performance, and the CO assessment points are calculated, and it is found that question number 2, question number 4, and question number 6, the performance is below 3, it's not satisfactory. And now this for previous assessment is carried out for November 2014. Now again this is done for November 2015, the present batch. In an Excel sheet, we enter all the marks for different questions. All the students, different questions, marks are entered, and the result analysis is carried out, and each question with the CO mapping is also done. average, minimum, maximum, students with excellent performance, good performance, average performance, etc. And the course outcome assessment points are calculated. It is found that here the course outcome assessment point is improved with respect to November 2014. And also we frame all these exercises will be leading to the question of how do we improve the teaching learning process towards continuous quality improvement. At the end of all these assessment, we make a course articulation matrix. This is prepared for July November 2015 batch, which gives the information about the course code, course coordinator, program outcome with emphasis on its correlation with the program outcome and the course, CO-PO mapping, course outcome, direct assessment mapping, course content delivery mapping, course outcome assessment. It is found that compared to November 2014, the course end survey also showing better results. And here the result analysis, direct assessment also giving better results. Only the question number 3 and question number 6 are showing poor performance. And it is found that the analysis and design is slightly difficult for the students. And the inferences, wherever the course outcome is not attained, the faculty coordinator along with the fellow teachers should decide upon the action plans to improve the system. In this particular study, the course end survey, the indirect assessment shows always satisfactory attainment of COs, and the average of direct and indirect is also satisfactory, but the direct assessment shows poor attainment in one or two course outcomes. The student's score is less for analysis and design questions. In order to obtain continuous improvement, set target must be increased and then analyze the assessment. The feedback from alumni and industry experts arise the need for the curriculum design with a more industry institute interaction and simulation assisted study. We have also, it is found that design questions are difficult for the students. One reason is the six question, 5 question only to be answered. It is coming as an optional question, and it will be done at the end of the course. That's why short period of time only used for teaching the subject. And we have invited suggestions to improve the teaching learning process from the faculty and also the students based on these points. Supplied a questionnaire, the suggestions to improve the learning process of LCT course, which topic is found to be difficult, modeling, analysis, design, why. Your prior knowledge is it sufficient to understand the course? What is your opinion about including simulation assisted teaching, working on real projects, industry institute interaction, or else give your suggestions? What is the expected teaching learning process to keep the student motivation and excitation up? And the suggestions from the students are: design topic requires more teaching hours, preferably a top-down approach to teach the design examples. Simulation assisted teaching is great idea that will actually understand the basic concept through simulation. Working on real project would be a tough thing along with the course, but it will really help if the students can manage their time efficiently. Industry interaction will help students to strengthen their concepts of system analysis, similar to TI India University program, the analog maker competition. Most of the students, it is one of the favorite subject. Instead of having separate lab course, simulation assisted theory course is expected by majority of the students. Some of the potential students would like to have a real-time implementation of controllers. videos or demos on control application is also on demand. These are the suggestions to improve the teaching learning process from the student side. And conclusion, the outcome-based education promotes a continuous quality improvement on program based on regular evaluation of the attainment of course outcome and program outcome. Program outcomes are assessed in general with the result and end surveys, and the course outcomes are assessed through a rigorous process of question to CO mapping and assessment. This requires an active role of subject coordinator in deciding sensible question paper pattern to achieve the outcome. Continuous improvement may be implemented continuous improvement may be implemented by focusing on issues at hand. However, managing extensive data is time consuming and demands the commitment of academic members towards effective OBE implementation. An academic management system should help a system that provides standardized CO PO attainment analysis. And what is the progress? Progress towards continuous improvement. Finally, what we have done is the curricular revision is already processed, keeping LCT as a basic course in the third year, offering a simulation assisted control system design as an elective course. That is a final suggestion, and the progress towards the continuous improvement we have carried out after the assessment. The references, we would like to acknowledge the NBA team members of the Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, MIT Manipal University, for the data collection of this case study. Major part of this is prepared for the self-assessment report of BTech Electrical and Electronics Engineering program of Manipal University. Thank you. And it's a time for questions and your valuable suggestions on it.
For calculation of attainments of CO, surveys, etc., 5 levels are chosen in your program and weighted average has been taken normalized to 5. Is that correct?
Pardon, sir, pardon?
For calculation of attainment,
Hello?
Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, calculation of attainment of COs.
Surveys, etc., 5 levels are chosen in your program and weighted average has been normalized to 5. Is that right?
5, yes. We have considered, I think, the points like excellent, good, average, and poor, and not commented, like no comments. Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, what is your suggestion about that?
I will let them answer.
We have taken 5 as the point, 5 points, taking excellent as 5, then good as 4, and average performance. In some of the cases we define like that. In some cases we define a range of marks also. In case of marks, as shown in the screen, the excellent performance is greater than 8 is considered as excellent, and the good performance is between 6 to 8, average performance is between 4 to 6, etc. But in the end surveys, the excellent is 5, good is 4, like that it is. We set the criteria like that.
Okay, that's it. Understood, and thank you. Another participant says, "Thank you, madam. It was a nice presentation with insights into data collection and computation."
Thank you, sir.
We will just give 1 or 2 more minutes for any questions. How to assess the quality of internal question paper?
Assess the quality of question paper, end semester or the internal question paper.
Internal.
We have to prepare the course coordinator. Actually, in our case, we have 4 sections, and there is a course coordinator for each course. And mainly the course coordinator will take the responsibility to prepare the question paper in line with the course outcomes. And we discuss with the course coordinator should discuss with the other teachers also. And the UG program committee finally assess the question paper as well as all these assessments, the program educational objectives, POs and COs. This should be in line with the course outcome. Hello?
For CO-PO mapping, what threshold levels were used? Is it high, medium, and low?
CO. Yes, yes, it is a strong, medium, and low. RGB. We use the colors RGB to indicate strong, medium, and low. But for this particular course, we have considered, initially we have considered only the strong and medium, but finally in November 2015, we corrected it as the PO number 4, PO 4 as low. Apply the principles of electrical circuits and machines for testing and analysis given low emphasis, and apply the knowledge of mathematics, science, and engineering to solve electrical and electronics engineering problem as the medium, and design power electronic systems and control systems as per needs and specifications, and also model and simulate signals and systems, control systems, and energy system using modern engineering tools as the high emphasis.
In university affiliated institutes, how to all POs through courses? Which courses in EEE program help?
Pardon?
In university affiliated institutes,
Sir,
hello?
oh.
In university affiliated institutes,
Hello, yes.
how to all POs through courses? Which courses in EEE program help?
Which PO, sir? Which PO?
Sir, I think there's something missing in the question. Can you type it again, sir?
Oh. Please repeat, sir. Please repeat the question.
Yes. Saying how to attain all POs through courses. Which courses in
All
EEE
POs,
program help?
each PO, different courses are grouped under different POs. And it will be, some of the courses will be repeating for different POs also. But for the assessment, we considered only the strong one. For example, PO5 and PO4 has strong emphasis on linear control theory course itself. Different courses, as given in this, here we can see the PO5. The different courses are grouped under PO5, and similarly, different courses, including the lab courses, are grouped under PO6. This is the difference. The grouping is done based on the syllabus content. And the project work will be having all the POs.
What is the percentage of direct and indirect assessments considered for calculation of POs?
Um, Indirect assessment for the PO assessment, the indirect assessment is based on the exit survey or the graduate survey. If we have carried out graduate survey for all the passed out students at the end of during their project Viva, and we have given the questionnaire based on the POs. And if 75% of the samples we assess that, and as given in this percentage of samples good and above, the questionnaire is like this. So are they able to? They're also prepared like excellent, average, good, etc. for different questions. Solve engineering problems. Design a component or process as per needs and specifications. Use modern tools to analyze engineering problems. Work in a team. Carry out multidisciplinary projects. Participate and succeed in competitive exams and higher studies. And this is mapped with the POs. And this questionnaire, depending upon the students' assessment, if 75 percentage of samples give yes, the PO is considered as attained. That is for the indirect assessment. And for the direct assessment is done through the end results of different courses. And average of these two are taken for the final assessment